Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Shelly, what's up, Shelly? Stringer. Thank you, my Shelly. My number one supporter, Shelly Stringer. Good morning, everybody. Look at her, Jessica Pilach. There she is. Shelly Jessica, thank you so much. Zed Method, there he is. The other number one supporter. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Tuesday. It is Tuesday in the markets. Did I warn you or did I warn you? Flora, good morning. Let me remove these. Did I warn you or did I warn you? All right. Know your positions, know your states, everybody. Know your positions, know your states. It is imperative that we know our positions in our states. All right. Good morning, Kenny. Hello, my Kenny. MU. Look at that 200. Look at your state. Whammo to the downside. Hope you listened. Bill Boyle, let's go, Bill. My boy Bill, yes. Powder, there he is. Stevie B. Andrew the Believer. Jade. Thank you, everybody. Good morning, Travis, Richard, Akeem, Adrian, Flora, Akeem the Dream. Yep. Another day. Another day not following the news. The news, the news, the news. The more you trade it, the more you lose. Marcus, yes, we got some hearts. We got to hammer these things right here. The hearts. Good morning, Suzette. Okay, Braden, good morning. Danny, good morning. Thank you for the follow, everybody. Appreciate you. Overrated, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Christy, what's up? Are we ready, everybody? Are we ready? Good morning and welcome. My name is Voss. Been doing this 21 years. All we ask that you do is tap the screen, share the live, repost the live, donate if and when you can, and let's start learning. And we got Mr. Dave over there with the $4.99 super. Hello, Kearns. Good to see you. How did we do in the market yesterday? There weren't many red trades in the VIP. There were a lot of green trades. Who was green in the market yesterday? How could you not be green in the market yesterday? Let's go. Thank you for the follow, MAR. Yeah, here they come. Look at all these green VIPers. I love it. Thank you, Myvin. Look at all of these green VIPers. Yes. Congratulations to you all. Amazing. You got a good teacher, I think. All right, we are in a narrow state here on the SPY. We are in the whip zone on the SPY. What I want you to be careful about here is this 200. If you look at all the 200s that looked like that yesterday, they had major pullbacks yesterday. All right, so watch this. But we are narrow, and we are going to play what Miss Market wants us to play with. Let's see what we got, my beautiful traders. All right, the SPY, Miss Market, we are narrow above 688.20. We have room up to 689.50 and 690 here on Miss Market this morning. Under 686.98, you got to get under that 20. You'll have room down to 685. 685 will be your first stop, and then 681 on Miss Market to the downside. Traders, what I need to remind you is that the market moves up, the market moves down, and the market moves sideways, okay? Nothing goes to the moon. There is nothing that goes to the moon. Nothing bleeds out. And we have consolidation. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay? What else are we looking at? Tesla. Let's see what we got. Tesla, we are narrow here this morning. We are in position 2 to the downside on Miss Tesla. We're coming into that 5-minute 200 base right now, right into that support area. So we got to keep an eye on that little sucker, all right? As we pull back here on our higher time frames, we know we have more room down here. On Tesla, narrow position 2. You must get under 449.55. You must get under 449.55. You'll have room down to 435 here this morning on Tesla. Back over 456, get over that whole number. You have room up to 464.50. And then 470 on Tesla this morning. We're now going to head down and we're going to take that train over to the Qs. We got them Qs right here. We are narrow position 1 on them Qs this morning. As we start marking out our major support and resistance. Here we go on the Qs. We are narrow, position 1. You got room up to 620. 620 will be your first stop here on the Qs. You got to get over 620 and hold that whole number, okay? Then you'll have room up to 623 this morning on those Qs. Under 617.44, we got room down to 616.50. That's your $0.50 support level. Under 616.50, under that $0.50, with a retest, you'll have room down to 610. Hello, Drew Bit. How are you? The KK is. Good morning. JJ Challenger is here and well. We got 10 more of these hearts. We got to hammer these hearts. Let's go on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go hammer away, baby. Thank you for the follow, Dee. Daniela Yulina, thank you so much. Suzette, thank you. Thank you, Stevie B. Thank you, Suzette. I appreciate it. Good morning, Striker. XRP, you wanted this early in the morning? Well, let's do it. XRP to the moon. Let's see. XRP to the moon, as they say. As we pull this back on XRP above 239.47, you'll have room up to 241.97. 242 area here. Whole number above 242 with a retest. You'll have room up to 245 here on XRP to the moon. Under 236.39, you got room down to 232.50 and 216.53. Gilla, thank you, K. Braden. Thank you so much. NVIDIA. Welcome our new VIPers. Welcome aboard from yesterday. Good to see you in the VIP. Don't forget tonight, traders, we have VIP live training by me at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, in the live VIP training room. So if you want to get amazing training tonight, you must be in the VIP. And this is where you go to get into that glorious VIP we have. You're going to head over to thevosstrading.com. This is where you get in. You can click the link in my YT, IG, or TikTok bios as well. Here we go, NVIDIA. We are neutral. We are position 2. And we got room up to 193 on NVIDIA this morning. 193 on NVIDIA. Back under 186, you have room down to 182 on NVIDIA. Hello, Glenn from South Africa. Good to see you, my brother. Mr. Dave, KK, LJ, are they tapping over there? I'm going to look right now. And if they're not tapping, they're going to go. I see nobody tapping on YouTube right now. Nobody tapping over there on YouTube right now. Houston, we have a problem. So we are going to start getting rid of people. Even people that watch every day. If you are not tapping, I'm going to leave it up here and watch the entire live. IWM. This ain't a charity event here. Here we go to the moon. Whoop, we got to get rid of that sucker. Let's move this over. We are in a neutral state on IWM, position 1 to the downside. When we pull up this chart on IWM, my beautiful traders, what is it we see right away? What's wrong here with IWM? Rev, Ramin, Lawrence, thank you so much. Gilla, Dadbod. The 200, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with the 200? What is wrong with the 200, my traders? You're pointing up like this. This must flatten out, okay? I am not looking this way at all for IWM. I don't care what it does. I know the chances of being a high probability trade for me is small. So I am not going to touch this thing to the upside, all right, my traders? I'm going to give you levels just in case. All right, here we go on IWM, position 1 to the downside. Neutral, first stop 250 and then 249.50. Here to the downside on IWM. Back over 253.43, my traders. You have room up to 255.20 and 258. Let's go, let's go. Thank you for the follow. We got 3 more hearts. Goopreet, what's up, my brother? We got 3 more hearts. Who's got them? The Googerities. Google, you are in a narrow state on Google. We're narrow here on Google. Let's mark it, our major levels out here. All right, Google, we are narrow. We are in position 1 on Google. We got room up to 323 on Google. Mark that down, please, my traders. Under 315.60, you have a little channel here, okay? Down to 315 and then 313.60. So watch, you got support down to the downside on Google here. So watch these channels. They're small. When we have small channels like this, what typically happens, traders? When we have these little small channels we try to trade in, what happens? What happens inside them channels, my beauties? Myvin, hello. Thank you, Myvin and Goopreet. Yes, it is. Thank you, Myvin and Goopreet. We get chopped. We get topping tail, bottoming tail candles inside those little channels. So we wait for the bigger channels. And you must know market cycle and your support and resistance in order to know where they are. We will teach you that all inside our VIP Voss Trading Education community, where you're going to learn how to trade, folks. If you are struggling right now as a trader, we're going to fix that. If you never traded before in a day in your life, we are going to teach you how to do it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Apple, yes it is. Let's see what we got here on Apple. We love this game. We love it, yes. We are are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Apple. Above 268, you have room up to 270. 270 will be your first stop here on Apple, okay? Back under 266.31, I want you to watch your hold number there of 266. Then you got room down to 264. Yes, Eddie, you got it, my brother. Welcome, Eddie. Welcome, my beautiful traders. Happy New Year to the Dynamite. Everyone go follow the Dynamite. Good dude right there. The Dynamite gets the train. Coin. As the train keeps on rolling, Mr. Don, the train keeps on rolling down the tracks. You know what I'm saying? All right, coin. We pull this up. Houston, we got a problem. Look at that 200 here on coin. Ella, All right, let's pull her back. Coin above 258.71. So that means you got to get over 259. You got room up to 284 here on coin. Watch that 200, all right? Under 254, under the whole number, you got room down to 241.43 and 238, respectively, on coin. Eddie's in the VIP for 11 months. That a boy, Eddie. Has your trading changed a lot since you've been in the VIP, Eddie? Thank you, Dynamite. The might have done. Love you, brother. Nike. Whoops. All right, here we go on the Nike-roonies. Let's pull this back on the daily. So Nike, whoop, we're above the 20. The problem with Nike here is that we have that 200 lurking. See it right there? Look at the last time we tried. Whoa, whammo to the downside. So we're lurking here. That 200 is just sticking out like a sore thumb on the daily. That is Zeus, my traders. So make sure you always know where Zeus is on your charts, because if we try to trade into it, it's not going to end that well for you. All right? Oh, let's see what we got. All right, let's pull it back to the execution time frame. Narrow state, we're in position 2 to the downside here on Nike. We got room down to $64 hold number. That is your first stop here, okay? Under $64, under the whole number with a retest, you're coming back to $61.50. So make sure we mark that down, my beautiful traders. Back over to Whip Zone. Get over $65. You have room up to $65.35 and $66.60, $67. Eddie says the VIP has helped him tremendously. Are we tapping over there on the tubes? I'm looking right now, my beauties. I am looking right now. Are we tapping? We got it up. Jerry, thank you for the follow. Zen Method, John McGarvey, Morty, Sheer, Shelley, Daniela Yulina, Adorable Dad. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Tesla to the moon. Narrow state, we are in position 2 on Tesla. To the upside, you got some resistance right there. You got room down to 435. 435 will be your first stop here on Tesla. Back over 456.21, you'll have room up to 464.50 and 470. DW, good morning to you. Hello. Good morning. The Wizard of Voss is here. Yes, remember, this is not financial investment or tax advice. This is for education purposes only, and you must trade at your own risk. XOM. XOM right now, we are neutral in the whip zone. Watch that 200. Watch that 200, everybody. All right. Hope you listened to me yesterday, especially on Chevron. There were a lot of upset people at the open on Chevron yesterday because they did not listen to me. XOM, but we live and learn. Neutral, whip zone above 125.83. You have room up to 126.39. This will be a whippy mess to the upside because of your 200, so I wouldn't even think about it. Under 125, under the whole number, you got room down to 123. Hello, my beautiful traders. Dr. One Fly. Yes, it is Dr. One Fly. Good to see you. Silver coming up. All right, we got the Galaxies coming up, everybody. The Galaxies are on the board. Paulo, thank you for the follows, everybody, as well. What were we doing? Silver, sliver. I call this take a sliver out of silver. All right now we are narrow. We are narrow. Watch that 200 on the Silver Rooney. Let's see what we got. All right. Silver, we're pulling it back. This is our move to the upside currently on the silver. That's our move up on silver. Okay, we have resistance right there at 71.24. We are in a narrow state on silver. Okay, what's the one problem we have here on silver, everybody? What's the one problem we have here on silver? Your position. All right, don't look that way. Look more this way to the downside. Okay, this is your 50% retracement level. Right there around $70 is going to be your golden goose. $70 right there, okay? Watch that sucker. Above 70, you can look for longs with proper setups. Need this 200 to flatten out. Under 70, you're looking for shorts. Very good, everybody. I'm proud of you. We got two Galaxies on the board. Oracle. Zen Method. Yes, it is Zen. Thank you so much, my brother. Oracle. Let's do it. Now, here's a learning experience time. Are we ready? We pull up Oracle before we do anything, and I want you to describe Oracle right now. Describe Oracle. You pull this up and you go like this. Look. Oof. I'm not touching that thing. Oof. Why? What's wrong with Oracle, everybody? Thank you, Zen Method. Love you, brother. You're a good dude. Folks, it's staring right at you. When you pull up this chart and you know how to trade properly, you are not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Carl, downtrend, he says. Correct, VIPers. Good job, Andrew. It's a wide state. This is a wide state. So what are we not doing with a shadow of a doubt? What are you not doing with Oracle? You know this going into the bell. Before you even hear that, what are you not doing? Going short. You're not going short on this. What are you, crazy? You crazy. Come on, my beauties. You are not going short on this because of the wide state. And you will learn inside the VIP exactly why. And then you're going to say to yourself, oh my God, I never knew that. I always used to go short there. All right, Oracle. To the downside, under 192.33, we're not doing dookie. Okay? Back over 195.50. At the open, if we get this, are we going long anywhere on that bar? Yes or no? Are we going long there on that elephant bar plus? To the ups. Who got that other Galaxy? Who got it? John McGorvey! Yes, it is by John McGorvey. Thank you. Absolutely. Who said that? Lawrence is going long. Tell Lawrence what the problem is here. Everyone tell Lawrence why we're not going long there. First of all, you got a granddaddy. You're not going to trade into the granddaddy of them all. You are in a wide state. That is a bearish wide state. You are not thinking anything long until you get narrow. Once you get narrow above 194.50, you have room up to 195.41 and 196 to the upside on Oracle. That is when you get narrow. Then above the pivot base of 196 with a retest, you have room up to 199.50. We got a lot of people we got to train. Thank you, John. We got a lot of people we got to train in that VIP. Just by some of these comments in here. Yikes. Oof. How many of you here for the month of January are red for the month? Who's red for the month? Say me in the chat if you are red for the month of January. Rango Marquez. Yes, it is. Let's go, Rango! Whoa, what happened here? What did I do here? I hit this by accident? Let me see. Hold on. Sorry, tubers. I'm fixing it for you. Red, Chad. Okay, red, Bill. Who else? Chad, red. Marty is red. Tom is red. Alvaro is red. Yep. All right, guys. We got to fix you. We got to fix you. Hold on, everybody. Why did this? I must have hit this thing. Hold on. Who did that? Doc, wait a minute. Oh, that's old. Is that old? No. Did someone just do another galaxy? No, okay. That's old. Hold on, folks. We're fixing this. I hit a button. Like a nincompoop. Ah. All right, hold on, folks. I'm fixing it, tubers. Don't you worry. You should be good now on the tubes here in a second. All right, you're good on the tubes now. Now, let me go back to the ticket attack. How we doing over here, my beauties? All right, we got to move this over a smidge. Stand by, stand by, stand by. Zen Method, Dr. One Fly, thank you so much. All right, we're back. We're good there. And just let me check the tubes one more time. The tubes, we got to come back a smidge. All right, let's do it. PLTR. All right, PLTR. Sorry, everybody. We are in a neutral state, position 1 here on PLTR. I like it. So today I'm going to give you this freebie. All right? Here on PLTR. So let's mark these out. Let's pull them back. Bam, bam, bam. All right, here we go on PLTR. We are narrow state. We got room up to 179 on PLTR and then 183 to the upside. Back under 173.87, we have room down to 167, 166.63 area on PLTR. But I like it. Watch out for that sucker. All right, watch out. All right, that should be good now. Let me go back to the Tick of the talk. We are good. Yes. Let's roll, babies. Let's roll, my babies. Let's roll. We good? YouTubers, we good over there? Keep tapping. Make sure you're tapping that screen. NVIDIA is neutral. Position 2. All right. You got room up to 193. 193. Under 186.16. You have room down to 182 on NVIDIA. Susan. Miss Market, let's go. Miss Market to the moon. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here on Miss Market. All right. Above 688.20, you have room up to 689.50 and 690 to the upside here on Miss Market. Back under 686.98, you got room down to 685 on Miss Market. Let's go, let's go. QBT. Loves that penny stock. Loves that penny stock. Right now, you are in a narrow state. You're in the whip zone currently here on QBT. Above a $12.45, you got room up to $14. $14 on QUBT. Under $11.94, you got room down to $11. Coming into this $11 right here on QUBT, you got major support. All right? Under $11 with a retest, you're coming back down to $10. You got to hold 11, all right, my brothers and sisters? CVX. CVX, they want a little more pain on CVX. Look at that 200. Who wants some more pain on CVX? Look at that move to the downside. Holy moly. That sucker was a $5 move. Woo-wee. $5. Anyone catch that short? Damn. Right now we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2. The problem you have here is your 200. All right. That's the problem you have here. And please, no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you do what you want. I'm going to let you do what you want. All right. Watch 166. That is major resistance. Under 163.42. Under 163.42, you have room back down to 158. Let's go to the moon. Woo. All right, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on Meta. Narrow state in the whip zone. Yes. Whoop. Let's do it. All right, narrow whip zone above 661.35. We got room up to 673. 673 here this morning on Meta. Back under 657.52, you got room down to 650.42. Let's go, my beautiful traders. If you are red for the month of January, we still have time to save your January. But here's what has to happen. First thing you got to do is get in that VIP, theVossTrading.com. Link is in all my bios. You can click it or just go to the website. Now, I'm going to take a quick poll here. All right? Are we ready, my traders? How many of you, and be honest, deep down in your core, have no idea what they're doing when they're trading? Put me in the chat. Who can honestly say, and be honest, you have no idea what you're doing? You got some idea. That means no. We got a lot of me's in here. June, you haven't started yet. Well, you got to get linked up with us. So my next question to all my beautiful traders. How many of you that don't know what you're doing are trading with your hard-earned real money? Put me in the chat. How many of you are trading with your hard-earned real money? Put me in the chat. Yikes. Yammers. That's not good. Thank you, Rev, Shelley. Look at all of these people. Woo! Oh, boy. All right, folks. I apologize to you all. Because you're not doing it the right way. And I am sorry that there were people out there who told you to do that. I'm telling you all right now, empty your live accounts. Withdraw it all. Get in the VIP. We're going to get you in the simulator, and we are going to teach you how to trade properly. Because if you do not do that, you are going to lose the rest of the money in that account. Do you understand me, traders? Do you understand me, traders? Striker with the double fireworks. And I don't want you coming to me and saying, oh, my God, Voss, I did exactly what you said I was going to do. Well, why didn't you listen to me on January 6th? That money you would have saved and put back into your account. Because people want money now. That's not how this works. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose it. I'm telling you. We're in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside here on JPM. We got room down to 328 and 327 on JPM. Back over 336.20 and 337.34. What's the problem here above 337.34? Put it in the chat. What is the problem with 337.34? Remember, my beautiful traders, 70% of all new highs will fail. Just started the VIP and I love it. Welcome, Frank Jimenez. W's in the chat for Frank Jimenez. Thank you. Thank you for all those donations. Sifu, who's that? Who's sending that microphone? Candy! Let's go! Folks, 70% of all new highs fail. Okay? 70% of all new highs fail. All right? Google. The Googaroonies. We are in a narrow state on Google. We are in the whip zone on Google above 317.41. You have room up to 323 on the Googaroonies. Coming back down to the downside here, as we talked about a little earlier, we have some tight channels in here. All right. So anything short under 316, you have room down to 315.60, 315, and then 314. All right. We got some tight channels. We need a nice pullback on this, a little consolidation to open these up. All right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I love it over there on the YT. We are kicking booty over there now. Let's go, keep tapping. Netflix, this is the place to be right here where you are going to learn. All right, here we go, Netflix. What do we got? Someone put it in the chat. Set me up on Netflix. Act like I don't know what I'm doing, and you are teaching me. You look at Netflix, what do we got? Put it in the chat. Let's go, traders. Let's go. Get fired up. You got to know how to do this. Birdie with the boxing gloves. Let's go, my birdie. Whip zone, narrow. Yes, Midwest. Whip zone and narrow. I like it. So we know we got something to work with here. Now let's put in our major support and resistance levels, and let's see what we got. All right, let's see what we're playing with here. Let's see, my beauties. Let's see. All right, we're going to pull this back now on Netflix. We are narrow. We are whip zone. Yes, it is. Above $92. $92. We got room up to 92.12. That's going to be your first stop, okay? Because you don't want to take a long right into $92. Why? We're above the whip zone. Wham! Why? I mean, we're right. What's going to happen here? Nothing good will come out of that long. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're going to chop around in this channel because you have the hold number here. And above the hold number, we got a 1 hour pivot right there. You see it? So we got to get over 92.12 with a retest. We got to retest that son of a gun. And then we got room up to $93 on Netflix. See the difference? You let them run to the upside. We do not chase this here. We do not say we broke 92.12. Voss says gets in there. No, we do not get in there. That is a poke through of the pivot. You must retest that pivot to the downside. You must hold 92.12. If you can hold 92.12 with an event, a proper event, you'll have room up to $93. Under the whip zone of 91.31 to the downside. What do we got going on here? Are we going to short this right here? Position 1. Are we hammering that thing to the downside right there? Yes or no? What's up, cons? Coming up, beautiful. Andres Urbina, we have no idea what the market's going to do. We do not care if the market is red. We do not care if the market is green. That is irrelevant to us. Watch that whole number. Rev! Yes! Zen is now the title gifter of the roses. We do not trade into whole numbers. Never short into a whole number. Retest it, and then you have room down to $89, okay, on Netflix. But you're not going to do it. I know you're not going to do it. You all are going to trade into a whole number, and you are going to try to trade on a big green candle above 92.12, and you're probably going to lose. Why? No patience, no discipline. We got to work on that, my beauties. Microsoft, let's go. Fast money is lost money. Remember that. That's another one of your Vossisms. Fast money is lost money. You know what I mean by fast money? And we're not playing Steve Harvey here. Fast money is lost money. John McGarvey with the Meerkat. John McGarvey, Zen Method. Holy hell, they're in it to win it. Fast money means you're impatient. Oh my God, it's a green candle to the upside. I gotta get in. You're gonna lose. Narrow state on Microsoft currently right now. Above 474.61. You got room up to 476.41 here on Microsoft. Mark that down. Above this pivot and base with a retest of 476.41, you have room up to 482. Back under 472, you got room down to 465. GLD Jonathan Vladimir, the little GLD. Look at this mess. Oh, boy. All right, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 on GLD. All right, GLD, we are narrow position 2. The problem is our 200. This 200, watch that sucker. You got room up to 414 and 418 on GLD, okay? Back under 407.70, you have room down to 405 and 402 on GLD. Thank you for all the follows. I appreciate that. Big clap out to all of you. Thank you, beautiful traders, for all those follows. Appreciate it. What do we want over there, Fit Wakely? Fit Wakely, you trade anything under the sun here. What is... Oops, sorry. Yeah, mommy. What is Citi? I don't remember. Never trade these banks. What is Citi? Uber? I wouldn't touch a bank. JPM is about the only thing. And that's a little... You never know what you're going to get with JPM. C, that's right. With the spread. You never know what you're going to get with the spread. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on Uber. My love. My love. Uber, narrow, whip zone. Above 81.46, you have room up to $82 and then 83.64. Under 80.68, you have room down to 79.61 on Uber. Let's do C. Having brain farts here this morning, everybody. All right, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone here on a C. Another problem right here. You're 200. Don't do it. Don't do it, everybody. Neutral state. We are in the whip zone on C. Under 123, whole number with a retest, you have room down to 120. 120 here on C. You will be getting a pullback on this, so please don't chase this. Above 124, 70% of all new highs fail. Got it? Do we got it? Let's check over there. Let's see if we catch them over there on the tubes. Are they tapping or are they napping? I see some taps going over there. I see some taps going over there. We got 30 likes. We got to get more likes over there. NQ, sorry, Cuns. I got you, beautiful. Thank you, my Cuns. Guess those levels from yesterday were pretty on the money. All right, back over here. My love. My love. My love. All right, NQ. We are in a narrow state above 25,708. You got room up to 25,819 and then 25,934 here on NQ. On the 25,530.75, you have room down to 25,266. IWM. Yeah, 200 looks like that. Above 253.43, you got room up to 255 and 258 on IWM. You're in position one in a neutral state. You got room down to 250 and 249.50 on IWM. Okay, my beautiful traders. SoFi! Let's go, SoFi! Thank you so much, Wrangle, Kay Braden, Sue Felicia. Look at these beautiful people. This is what I'm talking about. Nice and easy donations flowing through to keep that ALGO flowing. See what I'm talking about? I told you. Thank you, Kay Braden. Christopher Miller, I appreciate all of you. I don't make the rules here, man. I just do, what helps us push out to new people so we can help them, man. We've changed a lot of lives over the last 2 years. We've changed a lot of lives, man. And we got a lot more to do. We got a lot more to do. We're just getting started. Jay Dobbins with the $2 super chat. Above, right now we are in a neutral state whip zone. Above 29.53. We got room up to $30.50 and $31 on SoFi, okay? Under 29.14, watch the whole number of $29. You got room down to $27.69 and $27 right here. I mean, think about this. Go into the VIP green room. That's where they post the green trades. And look at all the trades they're taking with executions posted. It's absolutely insane. Do you guys know how good of a trader you all have become since you joined us in the VIP? Do you know how good you guys have gotten? I mean, it is quite frankly, it's insane. See, for those of you that weren't with us at the start, there was no one ever in the green trades were like everything was red. Fucking crazy. Excuse my language. Crazy, man. When you don't quit and you stick to it and you stick to one task, Jonathan with the star map. Jonathan. Thank you, Jonathan. And then we're going to have people that have been with us a long time that eventually are going to leave and quit. I mean, that's just the nature of trading. There's nothing we can do about that. A lot of them come back, though. I would say about 40%. They always wind up coming back. They either go out and try to start a business, whatever it is, they wind up coming back. We are in a neutral state on MU. Neutral. We are in position 2 to the upside here on MU. You have room up to 326 on MU, but currently you're in a bearish neutral state, so I want to go test that. Under 309.97, we got room down to 306. 306 here on MU to the downside. No, thank you, everyone, for trusting me to help you become better traders. I mean, the proof is in all of this success in the VIP. It's insane. It's insane. I did have a prop firm come out to me asking me if they would pay me to teach their students. I was like, you fund all my traders for free, yes. Fund all my traders. AVGO. Yeah, you got to watch those prop firms. Those educations they have are terrible. It's like a football or a baseball organization that has a really rich owner, but they can't put a team together to save their life. They know nothing about the sport. They just have the money to give to you, but they can't train you. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on AVGO. Above 344, you got room up to 346 and 348. All right? Under 341.48, we got room down to 336.50. Let's go. Yeah, the Atlanta Falcons. They had to go hire me. Yeah, basically, that's exactly it. You got it, Tyler. Atlanta Falcons. And the Raiders just did it. Now Tom Brady is going to take over the football operations. You need somebody that's in the trenches, man. PLTR. And I'm in the trenches, that's for sure. PLTR, we are narrow. We got PLTR on watch. Here's the freebie. You're in position 1. You got room up to 179. 179 up, under 173.87. You got room down to 166.63. Afghan, you just don't know what you're doing, brother. Let us teach you. Link is in the bio. Talk to LJB, Nick, Eddie, and they'll tell you where to go to learn how to trade. Folks, you got to learn how to trade, man. What are you guys doing? This is Trading View. Amazon. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on Amazon. Let's mark these out. Those are beautiful levels right there. All right, Amazon back over 233.23. We got room up to 236 and then 239 on Amazon. Under the whip zone of 232. Get under the whole number. You have room down to 231 and 230. Thank you, Kay Braden. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. CMG. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone on CMG. All right, let's pull it back. Above 38.63, you got room up to $39. Watch that double top right there. Whammo! $39. Under $38 hold number, under 38.25. You don't want to trade into that hold number again. All right. You'll have room down to 37.85 and 37.50 on CMG. A little Chipotle. A little Chipotle. Thank you, Trinity. I love you. Love you, my Trinity. You've been with us a long time, too, Trinity. How long have you been with us now? NVIDIA to the moon. NVIDIA, we are neutral. Position 2, we are in the bearish neutral state. We got room up to 193 on NVIDIA. Back under 186, you got room down to 182. 11 months. W's in the chat for Trinity. 11 months VIP member. Let's go. Let's go. W's in the chat for my Trinity. SMCI. Trinity, has your trading drastically changed in those 11 months? Yes or no? Has your trading drastically changed? We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside here on SM. Hell yes. Good. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, we got something here, everybody. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. I just want to get all this in, okay? All right, here we go on SMCI. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 2 to the upside. Now listen to me. You ready? If we get narrowed to the upside, you got room up to $32. $32. Mark it down. If we stay where we are and we get under $30, you got room down to $29. It looks good. Looks delish. Delish. Candy! Zen! Jade, yes, it is, my beauties. I love you guys. YouTube, we stopped tapping. I'm watching, YouTube. I'm watching. We stopped tapping over there. You got to be like the TikTokers over here. TikTok is the GOAT. We love TikTok Live. We love TikTok Shop. VIP is, they'll tell you in the chat. XRP, it's cheap because we want to help the everyday person be able to afford how to learn how to trade. I don't want you spending thousands to learn how to trade. All right, currently right now, XRP above 239.47. You have room up to 242 and 245. All right. Under the whip zone of 235.95, you got room down to 232.50. We didn't have the wizard today. Roll call, Vega Veg. Here we go. Are we ready for the amazing roll call for all you amazing people? Shelly Stringer. Watch, listen to all these names. User Andrew. I can't scream all of these out. I won't have a voice left. Zen, Jessica, Wrangle, Marcus, Jules, Jade, Chad, Pop-Up, Vega Vague, Michael Hart, Striker, Bonjour, Candy, Dad Bod. They're still coming. Look at this. Powder, JL Haba, Silence, Christopher, Jonathan. Look at all these fucking people. Sue Felicia, Suzette, Adorable Dad, John McGarvey, Jay Gilbert, Life Wonders, Rev, Birdie, Jules, Striker, Lawrence, Gupreet, Phoenix. Hey, look at this. Look at all these people. Three Bez, Dr. Onefly, Marcus, Paulo. Holy Daniela Ulina, Sheer Turtle, Marty, Myvin, Ramin, Dadbod, Gila, K. Braden, Eduardo, Stevie B. Jesus. Look at all of these people. Shelly Stringer Zen, Andrew the Believer, Jessica Pilach. Holy. Thank you all for all those donations. The Pop-Up, Fit Wakely, Mr. Dave, Adorable Dad. Thank you all so much for all your donations to keep the algo fluid so we can help people, man. Thank you. We'll be back on tomorrow morning. Don't forget, we have VIP live training tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time by me in the VIP, where you're going to learn a lot of stuff, man. I mean, you owe it to yourself to learn how to do this. Don't gamble. Don't gamble. Have you met a profitable gambler? Really? So my grandfather used to say all the time, have you met a profitable gambler? Never. Never. I love you all so much. Make the world a better place. Give somebody a hug today. Pay it forward. VIP, let's get to work. Love you guys. What did we finish with the likes? 228,000 likes. Holy moly. Holy moly. Love you guys. Love you. Robert. Thank you, Robert. Christopher Miller. Manuel. Thank you, guys.